This is Sean with Foundation Solutions Group, and thank you for joining us at Solutions University today. So I'm going to show you what it takes to waterproof a basement today. There's a lot of details involved, a lot of work involved, and I'm going to hit on some highlights here. What we're showing you is this was a job that was redone because it wasn't done correctly. So you're seeing open sump pump where we have come back in and they did not do an interior drainage system. They were counting on this structure, maybe waterproofing it from the outside by routing the water, but over the years it's changed. There's parking lots involved, there's driveways, there's other houses that are shedding water onto this property. So what you're seeing is a clean wall here. This is where we've finished the drain. They're going and they're replacing the concrete back in the basement, and you'll see here, that's where they're smoothing out the concrete. You're seeing a Dimple drain here. The liner is tucked in behind that. So when the water comes in, it hits that liner, it goes under the Dimple mat, down into the gravel, down into the drain system, to the sump pump, and then it's discharged. So here's an example of the drain system here. One thing that we're a huge fan of here in Kentucky is we're very hot on the map. If you can see the holes here that are involved in the drainage, but we're hot on the map for radon. We like to see a sealed system without a gap, without a flange. You're gonna see some competitors of ours that are gonna talk about those things, but the thing is, there's an opportunity to let that radon gas into your structure, which is not what you're trying to do. An open sump pump like that we saw is also is going to let radon gases into it. So our sump lids and sump pump systems are almost airtight by the time we have them installed, and that's what you're looking for. That's going to be one of your signs of a very professional waterproofing install, and you don't want to settle for less. Radon is a deadly gas, and we don't want to take those chances with it. So above the footer drains are fantastic waterproofing systems, and I'd say probably the majority, at least 80% of the structures that we waterproof, this is the way to go. There are other methods that you can go beside the footer and or on top of the footer together, depending on the amounts of waters coming into the structure. The primary problem when this particular project was there were standing puddles after the rain, and so the owner's goal was to prevent those waters. So they had a couple of sump pumps, they had a couple of drains. None of that was sufficient. We actually control the water and we tell it what we want it to do, and we mitigate it to the areas that we need to go to get the response from the sump pumps and whatnot and discharge that water, and they now no longer have a water problem. So if you have a problem in your basement, give us a call. We'd love to take a look. We'll come out and give you a pre-inspection. So thanks for joining us today, and remember to call Foundation Solutions Group for all your foundation repair needs.